Hello YouTube, sorry, this was the second take, I accidentally muted myself. So this is my Proxer, or Fluxer, sorry, private community. I wanted to show what it actually can do. So you can create communities, just like on Discord. Fluxer, by the way, is a Discord alternative. The difference between this and, for example, Stode is this looks way more like Discord, and it feels familiar to people who are used to Discord. It's also self-hostable. app.proxcore.cc is hosted by me, so you don't have to rely on anything outside of yourself. So, for example, a company like Plurun can take their clients safely on their own domain, own host, with their own staffing. Okay, so let's just say I want to create a community called Test. Okay, there we go. We have a community called Test. But as you can see, this is a verified community. You may ask yourself, okay, how difficult is it to make Test verified? Let me go here. Well, if I type here Test, I go to Field Details, and then I go to Settings. Oh wait, no. Some moderation. I'm just doing, yeah, features, sorry, features. And I go to, well, let's say Test is a partner. Let's say let's say I am a streamer, and let's say I do a collab with Gamer Subs or Raid Shadow Legend, or I'm just calling some random partners that are used a lot up. We're not sponsored by them, but you know what I mean. Well, you can select the partner option. Now Test is partnered. But what if you say lose the partnership with them? Well, if you uncheck it, you can delete the partnership immediately. You can also verify communities. And like on Discord, you can be partnered and verified. The problem is the partner badge overrides the verification badge. Unlike on Discord, where the verification badge overrides the partner badge. That's the only difference. By the way, you hear a lot of comparisons with Discord. Discord is a horrible mess. I highly recommend either hosting your own instance like this or going to fluxerapp.com. I mean fluxer.app. So you can go to fluxer.app. This is the official Fluxer. You can go to web.fluxer.app or you can download the app. So I need to log in, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, as you can see, you can have moderators. I'm a moderator on this server. You have a premium tier. Also here you can enable or disable the premium features as well. So what if you don't want everybody to be able to upload animated emoticons, use them everywhere, etc.? You can control it all. You can even, like, for example, here is a user, Bearded Growlar. He joined using this, which is a spam domain. I clicked on it, it's a public email service. I do not want people using them. Because if you have this, you have something to hide. This is not a normal email address. This is a random generator that's used by spammers a lot. So what you can do, you can ban the entire email address. So let's say banned at example.com. Example, and you click the ban button. I'm not going to do that, but yeah. And you can also say, I already did this, but you can block the domain, as you can see, or you can remove it. So let's say I want Pringles.com blocked or something. Of course not, but you know what I mean. Or wait, Discord.com. Let's say I want Discord.com blocked. There we go. By the way, this only blocks people from using a Discord.com domain. That's it. It's not gonna block them from accessing the site. For that, you need a DNS server, which is this. It's not a DNS server. Face bans. You can ban face phrases. So, uh, I didn't test this out yet, so I'm not gonna mess around with it too much. You can ban IPs. Do note, since this is a Cloudflare proxy or tunnel, you cannot ban IP addresses. On a Cloudflare proxied service, the IP addresses are masked, which means I can't ban them. But I have enough tools. Like, if you go to Bearded Goller, which, as I said earlier, was suspected to be a stalker and a malicious actor, I gone to group history. I can see this. This is, by the way, only what admins can see. Normally, you cannot see this, of course. But yeah, you can go to reports. You can report. So, let's say I don't like. Well, I already reported this message as a test, but you go to here. You go to what she has said. You can see what there was reported, and yeah, here the GIF link is reported. I don't know why you want to report Mario, but you can. But let's say this is something weird, like the N-word, racial slurs, or maybe it's hate speech, or child pornography, or something illegal, or bad, or horrible, or against the rules. You can actually just delete it, and you can also, like, as you can see, you can go to the message. The delete button here does not work, but you can still delete the message in here. There's still ways. So you can go to details, you can see the reported user, and you can ban them from here. So yeah, let's say she did something bad. There are staff, so I'm not gonna do it, but I'm not gonna save it. But yeah, you can remove the staff, you can add the staff back. You can make them suspicious. You can give them spammer, which hides the messages, like this. This is also on Discord, but Discord uses automation to abuse this. Let's just say that. You can make them hidden staff. You can force inbound phone verification. You can delete the account, or set the flag to delete it at least. You can also just permanently ban or delete the account from the moderation section here. So, but yeah, as you can see, you can change the servers, flags, and let's say I want somebody else to be the owner of this server. They don't even have to be in the server. I can also force add people, which is kind of scary. The amount of power you have on here, but well, you need to trust the people that own the platform. Else you just make your own because, well, you can. There we go. So let's say I want to add the system user. I'm not sure if it works, but oh my god, what the heck was that? Alright, do not add the system user. Note to self, do not add the system user. But as you can see, I can add the system user, which is not a good idea. Don't mess around with the system. Fluxer does not like people. But yeah, as you can see, now Bearded Bulgar is in the test server. I'm gonna kick him out though. Kick. But as you can see, you can just kick, ban, you can delete messages. Wait. That's funny. I can. Yo. I didn't know that you can actually report as messages. Oh well. Yeah, there's a lot to figure out about this. There's also discovery, the proxcard servers here, but if I wasn't in it, I can join. It's that easy. Voice doesn't work on the my instance, but you can get it working. You can moderate there too, like I can permanently ban people. I can delete this server, but Chi, for example, if I took her permissions to be an administrator and staff, she cannot do darn dingus except what I permit. You can also like change that, but administrators override it. So just like on Discord, if you have administrator, you override all of this. So careful with that. And if you are literal staff, you can transfer the freaking server and just own it. Okay, admin added logs. Yeah, this is what you can see. So I can set vanity URL. I can make it unavailable, which I will show right now. If a server is unavailable, it will have an exclamation point and nobody can join. You can also set unavailable except for staff, which, hang on, let me reload, makes it only available to staff members, which is logical. And community features. So yeah, I've never tested this feature actually, but yeah, it works. You can see so many overrides. These are all the staff menus. You can also go in here and you can make an application. Let's say test. Here is the cool part. So this is test. It's an application. You can give it an avatar. So hang on. Let me get one from Kipley. Let me get the rooster avatar. Okay, it doesn't work because Kipley is broken. Hang on, let me go here, select this anime character. Let's say I want this anime character as the profile picture there. I can do that. And then we save this. And let's say I want to invite the bot. So I create an invite link. I invite the bot. Continue bot. Then I go to community. Now the bot is added. You may ask yourself, what else can you do? Well, let's say I want test to be a system bot. Something you normally cannot do in either Fluxer or Discord. If you have a system bot server, the only system bot in Fluxer is the Fluxer Shabab, so that's this one. And in Discord, only staff can make them. But we are staff, so you can even verify the email of a freaking bot, man. Which is cool. Alright, so let's just go further. I go to account, no. Moderation. Oh yeah, here we go. Set system to this. Now it's a system bot. Which, funny enough, unlike on Discord, you can actually say hi to the system bot. On Discord this should not be working. But on Fluxer, somehow they have not implemented this, the do not DM the freaking system bots setting. But you can delete that, so you can also make an admin key. I'm not sure what I do. You can confirm. You can make limits. You can set up a captcha, which I highly recommend doing. Even if you don't have the permissions set, or I mean, even if you don't have that many users, I do recommend having a way to blacklist the bots easier. But yeah, let's see. You can also block the MD5 hashes of avatars. Let's say somebody uploaded illegal material, I'm not going to say which one, onto the server. You can actually permanently ban the hash. Or let's say somebody made a DCMA and says, this content I don't want to be available on your platform. You can put the hash in here and you can ban it. Very easy. Or let's say I want to block something like username bio, pronouns, I can block everything. So let's say I want to block staff. You're not staff. I can do that, but yeah. I'm not gonna do that because they might put like server staff there. So let's say proc score staff. No. There. Proc score support. I can do this. So you can block. You can also block domains. Let's say I want to block discord.com child safety hazard. There we go. And if I now write discord.com, what will happen? Oh, hey, look! It actually works! Alright. So, does this actually show up? So now you cannot say discord.com anymore. I'm gonna remove it for silly. Failed to unban discord.com. Okay, that's a problem. You cannot you can no longer say it. Okay, that's a problem. Yeah. I see why it's beta software now. There are some issues, but normally it should allow you to then say discord.com. Maybe it flagged my account. Did it actually? Oh my god, it actually did that. No, it didn't. Still stuff. And you can, by the way, set individual permissions. Let's say I want to have Chi only access the reports. I can do that. Or set user. So you don't have to have all the admin permissions everywhere. You can also set them as premium, which I'm gonna do now. There we go. I'm premium now. Heck yeah. Yeah. By the way, you can also when you set it up, you'll get the name of the thingy. Here you go. Normally this should go to. This is just from the from the Fluxer one. So if you go to Fluxer.app, you can actually see that they have a career page, just like Discord. But yeah, this is what you can do. You can chat. You can upload, let's say, giant Pingus images. Of, you can upload Discord images to the freaking server. I'm not gonna do that, but yeah. You can do that. You can chat as the bot. The bot has a system tag, so it's funny. Let's say, oh, by the way, if you have a Google key, you need a Google key. You can make it embed anything. So let's say I can send this, but guess what else can send this? By the way, you can also set up who receives system DMs. I'm gonna set this to only me. So yeah, I can rickroll myself like this. Look, I'm rickrolling myself. Never gonna give you up. And it's the system bot doing it. Imagine being rickrolled by the system bot. Now you can. But yeah, as you can see, I can also unset this. But I'm gonna keep it on. Anyway, this is what you can do with it. As you can see, you can do a lot. You can also moderate users, you can ban them off servers, you can ban them permanently off the platform. We'll just say your account is suspended, just like on Discord. I will not show that because I don't want to IP ban myself. But yeah, that's what happens. Or that's what you can do with a Fluxer instance. You can make your own, or yeah, join Proxcord or Fluxer itself or anything actually that exists. This is why it's also better than Discord. Like, for example, let's say you have beef with Fluxer and you got permanently banned there, which probably has a reason, but imagine it didn't, like on Discord. Imagine Hampus, the owner, gets hacked and starts banning everybody, or Fluxer goes bankrupt, or Wampus infected the entire system. I don't know. Then you can make your own instance. This is why Fluxer will never die, because if Fluxer is dead, then you just make your own Fluxer. That's the power of open source, and it's also good for companies like Plurun and CyberSec, maybe the FBI, who just don't want other people controlling their data. Or the privacy knob that knobhead is like, oh no, I don't want my data by the government. I don't want Discord to have my data, which I actually understand because they actually leak and dox your data. Yeah, I don't want Discord to have my data either. But you get what I mean. You don't want people leaking your data, so you make your own platform, for example. But yeah, that's the power you can do. You can also make hidden channels like this, or you could join this if it worked. Right now it doesn't. Still fixing that. Be happy that the images work, man. Kiply, technically they work, but they also don't. Anyway, this is what I wanted to show. So